Hello, good evening, all.
Good evening, Mom.
Good evening.
My name is Anjar Prawesti, and I will be the judge for today's debate. So there will be two groups, the affirmative and the the opposing group. So the first one will be started with the affirmative group, and I will choose the person. Sorry. The first one. The topic is work from home versus work in office. Okay. So I will spin. Wait. Let me. Okay. The first lucky. Okay. The first lucky person is Lydia. You may start. Wait. Let me set the time. Okay, Lydia, in 3, 2, 1, go. You have 4 minutes.
Okay, thank you. As COVID-19 hit in February 2020 in our country, everyone's life changed. A big part of that was workplace changes as many employees shifted to working from home. There are many reasons to work from home given the current pandemic and safety guidelines, but there are benefits of working remotely to consider as well. On top of the time savings, this is one of the benefits of working from home is dealing with less stress from the commute. Let's just say that, that being stuck in traffic, getting cut off, worrying about being late, and dealing with parking doesn't help anyone's inner peace. According to information from Keck Medicine of USC, longer commutes can lead to increased stress, diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and higher blood pressure. Working from home can give you more of your time back and lead to fewer stress-related health events. Next benefit of working from home is better for environment. Aside from the pandemic, we are also dealing with another crisis, climate change. We are seeing very real effects with an increase of fires, volatile weather, and hotter temps. A big part of that is from greenhouse gas emissions. Driving less can help you save money on car insurance and gas, but also had a broader impact on the environment as well. According to the New York Times, greenhouse gas emissions from energy and industry dropped more than 10% in 2020. And by making environmentally sound choices like opting to use less paper and monitoring their air conditioning, heating, and lighting, remote workers have the same potential impact on air quality as planting an entire forest of 90 million trees. Another benefit is you have life balance. Work balance, life balance can feel elusive in some ways. But working from home makes it easier. Makes it easier, Given the example, let's assume without commuting, you are able to have 5 more hours per week for yourself. You can spend that time as you like. The time savings can allow you to focus on priorities outside of work.
Okay, enough, Lydia. Thank you.
So,
Okay, next person will be from the opposing group. Let's begin. Okay, the lucky person is Sari. Oh my
Wait,
God.
sorry.
Thank you. You have 4 minutes started from now.
Okay, thank you for giving me a chance to talk about this. Okay, so many pro and contra about working in office, and I'm happy that I can give my argument about this topic. Okay. Here I am making 7 reasons why working in office is the best working style. First one is structure. When you work in an office, you are provided a structure for the whole day. There is less of a chance to slack off, so you are able to get more work completed. You have a designated start and stop time that will help you to stay on track. You will only have a certain amount of time for lunch, but you can use that time to eat and exercise. This will not interfere with your working hours. And second is collaboration. Being in an office will give you a better chance of collaborating with your colleagues. If you have questions about a joint venture or just need a sounding board, someone will help you and will be right nearby. You can have lunch with your colleagues and talk about work. Being able to collaborate can actually help you be more productive and get your tasks done on time. A strong relationship not only provide a support system, but also a sense of meaning to our working lives. According to Medium Inc., companies with greater employee engagement in the US generate up to 2.5 times more revenue than those with a low engagement. 3, socialization. Working in office give you plenty of chances to socialize during your workday. You can take a break and walk around the office and talk to your friends. Some offices provide birthday and anniversary parties along the outside of work get-togethers to help you stay in touch with your coworkers. You can socialize and get work done at the same time, and socialize can also improve your productivity. A recent study by the McKinsey Global Institute shows that productivity improves by 20 to 30% in organization with connected employees. A social connected workplace also creates cohesion in an office, which inspires creativity, collaboration, and communication. And 4, work-life balance. Being able to leave your work at the office can be beneficial for your work-life balance. Once you are out of the office, your work is basically done and you are free to exercise, socialize, and go home. You can leave your computer at work and not worry about getting things done later that night. Leaving your office after getting your work done can be a very satisfying feeling. The benefits of work-life can improve both the life quality of employees and the effectiveness of the organization. A study by Khalid Adnan Batani. Acetate Semlali and Hasi 2016, work-life balance has indeed been found to be a major factor in productivity improvement of employees, and this
Sorry, thank you.
Okay,
Your time is up. Okay. Next person from the affirmative group will be okay, Kartika. Hello, Kartika. You're the next person.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about the benefits of working from home and why and okay. When all of our time is always giving all of us has given a time to feel what it's like to be in the office all day long, and then now we have to work from home. It is a big change, but I think it's for the better. The employee could be more productive and focus when they are not in the office, because most employers sometimes feels like their the employee's mind, it's not on the right place, because they are still thinking about what happened to their child if they are having children. And when the employee are working from home, the employers still can get results without without having to see the struggles of the employee. So I think there's benefits for both of the parties. The flexible time is also a benefits for, of course, mothers who works, and also the fathers who's most of the time are not very available for their children. That is why the wife mostly be a stay-at-home mother, and the father can get more time at the with the children, so they have more time with their children. Also, it's also giving a chance to get savings to savings money. So the employee could save money for almost 1 million to 2 million a month for transportation, parking fees, and professional wardrobe and lunches also. And if they're still working from home, they don't have to think about that, because they can just eat at home and doesn't have to buy more clothes for professional wardrobe and car maintenance and gas, also transportation and parking fees, because gas, car maintenance, transportation is really it really needs a lot of money. And when it's gone, the money can go to other things like better apartment or better education for their children. Also, they also have positive environmental impact, that is when
Okay,
the 3 point.
Kartika. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can continue later. Okay. Okay. Next person will be from the other groups. Okay, Nia, you're the next person. Started from Nia. Are you there?
Afirmatif ya, Ma'am.
Nia work in office.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, started from now.
Thank you. I will give my argumentation about working in office. Many of the employees who work in these workplaces need certain skills to be able to perform their tasks, such as face-to-face.
Sorry, your voice is not too clear. Hello.
Many of the employees
Okay.
who work in these workplaces need certain skills to be able to perform their tasks, such as face-to-face communication between teams, ability to exchange views, write, work as a team, or knowing how to function in a collaborative work environment with other professionals. Unlike remote working, the office has been designed and conceived from the outset as a place to carry out a specific job. Another of its differentiating factors is the complete separation of the employee from home. Working from home can lead to stress and lack of disconnection from the workplace, as cohabiting in the same space where you work and rest makes people not able to separate and take a real break from their working day. And there is a benefit working in office is time management. One of the most wonderful and beneficial things an office environment can teach you is time management. Offices usually have fixed hours for work, lunch, and tea break. The minute you become a staff member in an office, you are made to work according to the time slot. Here, your mind will slowly begin to process according to the working hours provided. This will also help you learn about uh, maintaining punctuality. If you are someone who finds it extremely difficult to discipline yourself, working in an office would definitely be suitable for you. You will be taught how to begin and end on time. Second is behavior and interpersonal skills. As offices start to reopen, companies need to consider the well-being of their workforce. 400% of employees have felt more anxious and isolated than ever due to lockdown, while 42% admitted they had struggled with their mental health more than usual in recent months, according to Vision Direct. Whereas a return to the daily office commute lacks appeal to those who have enjoyed the flexibility of home working. A balance between the two is the logical solution, with a mix of office and home working favored by the vast majority of employees. The second benefit that comes.
Okay, Nia, thank you.
Thank you.
Your time is up. Okay, next person will be from the affirmative group. It's Aya. Hello, Aya.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. You may start from now.
Okay, thank you, Miss Anjar. Uh, uh, Work from home had come with its own set of advantages and comfort zones that most employees had yearned for a very long time. It was even seen that 62% of the employees started seeking jobs and look for employers and companies that would provide them the luxury of working remotely or working from anywhere. Uh, Based on the uh, survey that I found, nearly 3,000 employers respond to the global work from home experience survey between March 13, 30 and April 24th, 2022, making it one of the largest global post-COVID employee survey to date. It has revealed that 73% say they are very successful working from home, and 90-70% of North American office workers work from home 1 day per week during the pandemic. 67% had not worked remotely on a regular basis before COVID-19. People feel they perform equally well at home as they do in the office. 70% are satisfied in both places, in both solo or and group work, but they are more satisfied collaborating in person. 17.8% North American office work say they have the resource they need to be successful at home. They are more successful when they have the tool, skills, and resource they need, and they have a good place to work at home. Some managers are just satisfied with work performance as employees, but remote management and collaboration skills should be a focus for improvement. Only 19% in North America want to say goodbye to the office forever, with most preferring a bit of both. Half of the time in each place seems to be the sweet spot in the US and slightly less in Europe. Uh, because that's survey maybe because there's uh more much advantage uh from work from home, uh like safety and health concern, with the fear and anxiety of COVID-19 and the subsequent deadly waves hitting mankind every 6 months. Employers choose to stay at home and work remotely instead of going to office post and post pandemic to ensure their safety and
Okay,
health
Aya,
concern.
thank you. Your time is up. Okay, next person will be okay, Kenny. Kenny.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you may start now.
In my opinion, work in office has a lot of benefits.
Sorry, can you be a little bit louder, please?
Okay. In my opinion, Work in office has a lot of benefit that would support the employee's performance. Work in office would make employees more focused on the work and task because the environment would support it. Employees would be able to discuss more effective with their office mate in the office because they could easily talk to them. Rather than via online, they would have to set calls to talk in the group and maybe have a lot of miscommunication. Employees would not easily distract by other things in office. Productivity when working at home sometimes even become minimal. This is a bad thing for yourself and the company. Work from home also makes worker less social with other coworker, thereby losing the opportunity to strengthen social bonds with the team. Work in office also minimize stress. Some people are actually more stressed when they stay at home a lot without meeting other people. This is because they are bored and there are type of people who really get energy when socializing. When when work from office, you can meet friends. Even heavy work can be easy because you can take time to play and share stories. So no negative thought that accumulate, and work from office can keeping good habits like getting up early, having breakfast, working every morning will keep you healthy. So are also used to manage time for work and for personal. No extra time to work, relax, or sleep. All time is divided well, and it's so effective for your own health. And work from office can see work life like miscommunication or misunderstanding at work can be minimized. You can catch the important point in the job instruction clearly so that they will have an effective maximum work result. And for those who have physical work, it is even easier when work from office is due to the complete facilities provided at the office. And work from home has changed the way of communication, which as previously face-to-face meeting like replaced by Zoom or converse video conferencing. This is prone to miscommunication or points that are not complicated to optimally. Even online communication is sometimes distract. For example, one morning you are doing a video conference, but you are interrupted because of an incident at home. Then the video conference didn't finish, and the focus was.
Okay, Kenny, sorry. Thank you.
Thank
Your
you.
time is up. Okay. Next group from the affirmative. Okay, Indri. Okay, Indri, you may start from now.
Okay, ever since the coronavirus, we had to adapt to the new methods of getting work done. Even in the workplace, work from home became the new norm. However, work from home advantage and disadvantage go hand in hand for both the employers as well as employees. And the benefits work from home for employees are more independence. In a normal office environment, you find yourself switching between tasks a lot and get many opinions on a task priority. But during work from home with proper time management and discipline, you have more independence regarding your work. This can help you to add your flair to your work, prioritize your tasks, and take ownership of the tasks assigned to you, and improve communication. Effective communication at the workplace requires clarity in context, active listening. During the normal office days, you could communicate face to face, which used to keep miscommunication at bay. However, when working from home, you need to go the extra mile while communicating to keep the team updated about progress, hiccups, so that the team can be on the same page in terms of progress, and our flexible time and a different workspace than usual. We can work anywhere. We can work while watching TV, take care, take care of child, spending more time with family. Of course, our work is not monitored by office CCTV because we work at home. Minimize late to the office because we don't need to come the office. Moreover, we can save costs, save time, go to office, reduce our money spending for lunch because we eat at home. Especially with work from home, we are more learn about technology. For example, we learn about Zoom meetings, which were rarely done before this pandemic. We know more about other digital technologies that we haven't used before. Also getting more know a lot of other news about the world because we spend time on the internet and we can look for other things on internet for work and monitor the latest news from the office, and it can also increase productivity. For example, in the office we can sit 8 hours a day, and it's very tiring. Well, if we want to stretch, but it's different if we are work from home. We can take a break to stretch without worrying about being seen by other employees. Especially with this COVID, work from home is highly recommended alternative because it can reduce of COVID increase by doing tasks from home. We don't meet and interact with other friends. We also reduce the spread of COVID starting from traveling to the office, inside the office. Of course, work from home, it will be very good during the pandemic, this COVID, and better productivity. One
Okay,
of these
Invi.
advantages.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, next person is from the opposite group. Ade. Okay, Ade, you may start from now.
Thank you for the chance. From my perspective, working in office, I have 5 points that I can deliver in this chance. The first one is working in office, it can be more effective when we are doing our job because we can finish our jobs and it kinds of the duties that we need to complete at the day. So it can be submitted or reported to our boss in the same day because we cannot delay it for another day. And then the second one, the communication in office when we are working in office, it can be more very easy in order to can avoid any miscommunication with our coworkers. When we are working and I mean like when we are working from home, so our communication is limited to just using our mobile phone without having face-to-face communication. So it can potentially create something like misunderstanding or miscommunication because we cannot hear the clear intonation or something else. So then specifically when we have something trouble in our office, so we can finish it or we can overcome it directly with our boss or with our coworkers on how to finish the problem to look for the best solutions because we can have a good communication, right? We can make it into a face-to-face communication rather than using a mobile phone only when we are working from home. So working in office, the communication it can be smooth among their coworkers. And then the third point, working in office, it teaches us how to be more disciplined in our duties, not only about the time when we need to attend on time or something else, but it's all about on how we can finish our deadline, our duty, or our another responsibility that given by our boss. It is related with the first point. When working in office, it can be more effective. So this point about the discipline, it is related each other. And then the next one, working in office, it can minimize our stress. So we cannot get more stress or I mean like pressure. When we are working in office, so we can face our friends directly and we can have a talk with them. Then we can have a chit chat, we can have a lunch time together. And it works. It can release our stress when we have a lot of duties. But when we are working from home, so we just do our duties by ourselves, looking at the computer, looking at the mobile phone again and again, without any communication through life with our friends. And then the next one, the management skill when we are working from home, I mean, from
Okay,
office,
Ade, thank you.
office. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, your time is up. Okay, the last person from the affirmative group is Indah. Hello, Indah.
Ya, Kak.
Okay. And you may start now.
Thank you, Kak Anjar, for giving me the chance to explain my opinion about WFH or work in office. So, because I'm in the affirmative group, so I will explain some of the advantages of work from home. So one of them is efficiency time, because workers don't have to spend tens of minutes or hours going to work, because there are some of the workers who work in office and the office are not close to their home. Like the office is in Jakarta and their home is in Bogor, so they have to take a KRL maybe or something. Therefore, they must leave 1 or 2 hours before work hours by using private vehicle or public transportation. So it takes time. With the WFH system, workers can take advantage of the time that would normally be used to go to work for other more productive activities. Second advantage is WFH can save worker expenses, also mentioned by Kak Kartika, Kak Lydia, Indri before. Because they do not need go to the office, workers don't need to spend money to pay for public transportation, for public transport fee, or buy a gas for their private vehicle. And WFH allow workers to save on food budgets because they can cook for themselves at their homes. And from time to time, WFH makes workers more flexible in carrying out their task. During WFH, workers can start working earlier or later in the day. Locally, workers are also more flexible in carrying out their tasks without having to be glued to their desk. So they can work everywhere they want. And WFH also makes workers face a lower risk in terms of transmission of the coronavirus. Because of WFH, workers don't have to cross paths with other people in the office or on the public transportation. This is one of the reasons when the government gives instruction for WFH after the coronavirus case was discovered in Indonesia. And WFH also prevents workers from potential stress due to traffic jams on the way from their house to work. And I will also mention some I will mention and also I will mention another fact of the advantage of WFH. WFH have a better work-life balance, or we can call WFH as remote jobs. Many remote jobs also come with flexible schedules, which means that worker can start and end their day as they choose, as long as their work is complete and leads to strong outcomes. This control over your work schedule can be invaluable when it comes to attending to the needs of your personal life.
Sorry,
Whether-
yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kanja.
I forgot. I still,
Oh my God.
yeah, I still mute my voice. Okay, the last person from the other groups is Laras.
Okay,
Laras,
thank
wait,
you.
you may start now.
Okay. So after pandemic, most of people have to work from home, and we experience how working from home is quite flexible. But from my perspective, it's not as beneficial as working from office. Because first, we will have the organizational culture. Organizational culture has a proven influence of business performance, particularly revenue growth, net income, productivity, employee absence, creativity, and employee retention. This is because culture impacts people's well-being at work and can ensure we are more engaged and passionate about our roles. We also more easier to build relationships when working from home, especially over an extended period. People's networks can shrink considerably to the people they only directly need to work with. Being in the office allows employees to connect with people they may not interact with daily. But these spontaneous conversations over coffee or while passing in a corridor are hugely valuable. These moments can provide people with context about the business, sounding board advice, new ideas, collaboration opportunities, learning in how to get things done within the business, and insight into where work overlap is occurring. Then also the quality of your workplace is assured. It's often said that not all jobs are suitable for home for home working, but it's also true that not all homes are suitable for jobs. In an office, you are guaranteed certain standards by law, suitable equipment for your job might include chairs that support your lower back and screens that not strain your eyes. There is also legislation that demands workplaces maintain appropriate working conditions, such as temperature. Besides of that, office also provides you atmosphere and environment that suits for working. For many, the office also offers an escape from distractions. Home-based working can often mean having to contend with spontaneous interruptions, whether that's your pets or children's or deliveries arriving at your door. Maybe. At home, however, you are generally expected to make your own arrangements. It's not just the equipment that office guarantees. Social interactions and flow throughout the day with moments of conversations around desks and periods.
Okay, Laras, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, both sides have your own argument, but I need to hear one more time for the affirmative groups to counter the other group's opinion. Anyone can share your argument. I will not choose the person, but let's start with the affirmative group with the other opinion for what is it, for work from home. Anyone from the
Hello.
affirmative group?
Kartika
okay.
Putri, may
Okay.
I speak right now? Okay.
Okay,
So,
we start.
So of course, the benefits of working in the office is got their point, but when you are at the office, you cannot do something like a customizable office. So when you're at home, you can create a comfortable home office in an excellent benefit of remote work. Whether you simply want a more ergonomic chair or you have health issues that require specialized office equipment, you can set up your home office and make it whatever you want. For example, for me, I have my treadmill in front of my table so I can walk while I work. So that is something that I cannot do while if I'm working from office. That is why I think working from home is more beneficial. Also, you work from home could lead a happier, healthier work life because working from home has been shown to lower stress, provide more time for hobbies, interests, and improve personal relationship, among other things. In addition to personal health and well-being, coworker and manager relationship can be more positive without the distraction and politics that comes along in an office job. A reported 72% of employers say remote work has a high impact on employee retention. Plainly put, employees are sticking with their employers when they have remote work option. They have more working from home also lead to better health in a variety of ways. more time for physical activity, the ability to eat healthier, and can recover from illness or surgery at home, and less exposure to illness. Do I have more time, or?
You still have time if you want to go on.
Okay. Okay, so also working from home can ease of caring from a health issue or disability. The option to create a comfortable and ergonomic workspace. Working remotely can give employees the time and environment needed to make a healthy choices. So the benefits of working from home impacts so many things on a global scale. That is sure to become the best path forward. That is why working from home is sorry. That is why working from home isn't the only reason to work. Working from home isn't only benefits while in a pandemic, but also more we have more reasons to continue. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you already have your 4 minutes. Okay, from the opposite group, is there any comments for Kartika's argument?
Adi, here I am.
Okay, I did. Wait, you may start now.
Yes. Perhaps I would like to confess that when we are working from home, so we need more expense because we may buy some snacks to accompany our working time, right? Anything that we want to buy, so it can be additional expense than we are working in office, because when we are working in office, so we just spend for our lunch at once. But when we are working from home, we can buy any food from GrabFood or GrabFood, right? Yes, that's all.
That's all?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you just add for the additional expense.
Yes.
Okay, for lunch.
As simple as that.
Okay. Any other comments from the affirmative group?
Yeah.
Okay, Lydia.
I just adding some comment about working from home. The time savings can allow employee to focus on priorities outside of work, like getting extra sleep in the morning, spending more time with family, getting in a workout, or make some healthy breakfast, or a slower morning with a cup of a coffee or reading your favorite book in the morning. Because when we are work to the office, maybe we dealing with being stuck in the traffic. So what is it? It's making mental health conditions. According to an article on Mental Health America, the benefits of working remotely include supporting employees' mental health. Companies that give employees more control over when when, where, and how they work through flexible work options are supporting the health and wellness of their workers and enhancing the company's culture and productivity at the same time. And remote flexible workers tend to be happier and more loyal employees, in part because working from home has been shown to lower stress, provide more time for hobbies and interests. That's all my comment.
Okay, thank you, Lydia. How about the other groups?
Okay, I wanna
Okay, sorry.
an argument about mental health. Okay, how working from home affects mental health. This is from article businessbecause.com, and then the sudden this is from Dr. Miniki Taylor, professor of people, organizations, and society at Grenoble School of Business. Okay. The sudden shift to remote work setup was surprisingly stressful for many employees. When the pandemic began, he observed a proliferation in workplace anxiety and depression. There are 3 ways working from home is damaging our mental health. Okay, first, people seem to feel more alone without the necessary support they need. According to Dominiki, the sudden lack of physical connection can leave worker feeling they have nowhere to turn when they feel stressed or anxious. It becomes more challenging to form the strong support network, which is crucial for good mental health. Then there's adapting to working from home, which can also contribute to an increased workload. There's a temptation to work longer hours, and for those who don't have a home office set up, there's no disconnect between home and office life. Where do you draw the line between working home and working from work? Thirdly, the threat of back-to-back virtual meetings would not be possible in physical office. And so we know that first, if we don't have a working setup in our home, that's can be a cause of stress. Moreover, if you have a parents that every day yelling at you, every day talk to you like you are not in your work, they don't know about you when you are working in home. They will think that you are is off duty. But when you are in office, they will understand themselves that you are is working. So that's why maybe if you have a kid, that will be so hard to have like an office setup in your home, because your kids will interrupt you anywhere and every time you are with them, like that. And also about the productivity when you are in the office, this is already has a study about the productivity, and productivity improves by 20 to 30% if you are in organization with connected employees. That's the big reason that you have to work in your office, and you will improve your productivity like that. Thank you.
Okay, Sari, thank you.
Hello?
Any more comments?
Yes, it's me.
Okay,
Okay.
Ade.
Yes, I just want to add the opinion from our friend. Sorry, I do agree with her opinion that when we are working, so it is suitable for us to work with our coworkers that are connected in a real meeting, right? When we are working from home, so we will potentially spend a lot of time that is not productive to our working time. We just can't rebahan, right? Yes, because that is something that is usually mm, happening to the colleges like us when we are studying from home. So we have a lot of time to rebahan. Yes, that's it.
Uh, did you say that you disagree with Sari?
No, I agree with sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
Yes.
misheard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Any other from the other groups or the same group want to add comments? Or that's all? Is it enough?
I want to add some comment about working from home.
Okay.
Yeah. According to a study from Economic Research Department of Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City, savings rates more than quadruple, going from 7.2% as of December 2019 up to 30.7% in April 2020. So one of the best benefit of working from home is having more money in the bank. There were fewer places to spend money as things were closed. Also, without a commute, people could save money on gas, car insurance, parking fees, eating out, coffee out, clothes, and more. Having money in the bank means more financial security and overall financial wellness, which can impact your mental well-being and levels of stress. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, I think it's kind of same points with the previous statements. So I think it's enough, right? Or any other comments?
One more. Is it okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is about the stress reported by Help Guide 2021. There is nothing more calming than spending quality time with another human being who makes you feel safe and understood. Okay. In fact, face-to-face interaction triggers a cascade of hormones that counteracts the body's defensive fight or flight response. It's nature's natural stress reliever. As an add bonus, it also helps stave off depression and anxiety. So that's a really big impact for our stress relief. And don't forget to make it point to connect regularly with in person with family or and friends. That's actually important. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think both groups have shared their points, right? And actually many statements are quite the same with your previous statements. Okay, I will ask one more time if there's any argument from any groups, or we just finish it. I think it's enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. If I may conclude from your debate tonight. So from the affirmative group, the work from home. Okay. Most of you said it's correlated with the pandemic. So this pandemic situation, it has changed our lives. Okay. We have to work remotely, and then your group say that work from home is less stress, and it's less time to commute to go to work. So you don't you spend less money for transportation, for lunch, something like that. And you also mention what is it, proofs, yeah, from media or from articles, and then, well, the conclusion to work from home is you are safer than going to work during the pandemic. Well, actually, I think it should be broaden the more, what is it, it's not only only for the pandemic situation. I think work from home should be done after the pandemic, right? But many of you said that it's correlated with the pandemic situation. And then it's okay, no transportation, no need to commute, no stress for a traffic jam. That's the point from working from home. And the other point is, as Kartika said, that you can customize the atmosphere to work, as in at the office, right? You can make your room or your place at home is what is it? It's comfortable to work. And you also said that working from home is happier. Okay, you can have a flexible time to do your hobbies, to also you can if you have children, you can watch them by, I mean, you can assist your children while you're working as well. And the point from work from office, you can work on track, okay, and no interfere in working hours, no distraction if you work at office. So, and you can do the collaboration with your coworkers. And the main point from working from in office is you can have that socialization. You can have lunch with your colleagues, and your jobs is done on time, and you can be more productive. That's the point from the work and office groups. You can have work-life balance, and then you can upgrade your quality of life. You can, what is it? It's easier to work as team if you are working in office. And it's less stress because it's from your relationship with your coworkers. Okay, you think that if you work from home, you have many distractions just from the other members of family, many distraction, and you probably your family members ignore that you're working. They don't care that you're working, so they just keep bothering you, for example. That's the point from the opposite group. Okay, and also you also mentioned that working in office is struggling with mental health if you work from home, because you are getting bored and no socialization. And then and you said that you have better time management if you work in office, because you have to prepare yourself to wake up early to go to office. So, and the main points from working office, you have more facilities for working. For example, for the office equipment. Okay, and you don't have to struggle with bad signal, for example, if you work from home. Okay, overall, both of you have mentioned your the advantages from each side. And actually, many advantages were mentioned in the group of working from home. Okay, well, other than the pandemic situation, I think the good point I get that is learning technology. Okay, it's a good point. I mean, it's actually can be a new culture to work from home. So you can work not only from home, but you can work anywhere. Okay, and I know that some specific jobs cannot be done at home. You have to work at office, but I think it's more advantageous for working from home. So I decide that the winner is the affirmative group, working from home. Congratulations.
Yay.
You counted.
Okay. Don't be sad for the work from office. Okay. You have to work in office actually. So you cannot be fired. Okay. Lydia, stop recording.
Okay.